The Chinese drone company DJI has released a new drone, the Spark. Now when I first picked this up, I was skeptical because this looks more like a toy than a drone. Oh, is this just a toy or the next great starter drone? The Phantom 3 did what the iPhone 3GS did to the smartphone market. It had a great form and an acceptable price, making drones one of the hottest things to buy in 2015. If the Phantom 3 is like the iPhone 3GS, then the Spark is more like a iPod Touch. Priced at just $499, the Spark offers the DJI experience to consumers who are not willing to spend more than $1,000 by being a cheaper, more consumer-friendly variant. And in my opinion, it does just that and more. So in this review, I will give you a quick rundown of the 4 main aspects of the drone and see how it compares with the more expensive variants. The package, battery, the camera, and the Spark's features. As you can see, the Spark looks more like the Mavic than the Phantom. With its more sharp angles, it looks more like an insect than the pelvic squirrel bone shape of the Phantom. And it comes in 4 colors: alpine white, sky blue, meadow green, lava red, and sunrise yellow. For $499, the basic package of the Spark includes a drone, 1 battery, 1 micro USB, 6 propellers, and a case. But if you want a more polished experience, you should really get the combo version, which is $699 and includes an extra battery, guards for your propellers, and things like that. And you really need the controller if you want the Spark to be more than a selfie drone and handle longer distance flights, like its brothers, the Mavic and the Phantom. But still, if you are getting the Spark for just a casual hobby, the basic package will be just fine, as you can always get the accessories later online. The next important category, of course, is the battery. One of the most disappointing things about consumer electronics is battery life right now, and the Spark is no exception. You can kind of guess without reading any reviews that the Spark will have battery issues due to its small size. To me, it's probably the most disappointing thing about the Spark. DJI claims that the Spark will last about 16 minutes on a full charge, but when I've tested it, it was more like 12 minutes. And on top of that, if you put the propeller guards on, you're actually shedding about 1 to 2 minutes. So on a windy day, you might actually only get to play around with the Spark for about 7 to 8 minutes. Now, one upside about the Spark is that the battery is extremely light, so you can carry multiple batteries and charge it using a micro USB. But it's still annoying having to buy extra batteries, and it's just another thing you have to worry about. Next, the camera on the Spark is good, but not great. It can shoot 12 megapixel photos and 1080 video at 30 frames per second. I guess it's fine for home videos and stuff, but if you're a professional, I'm going to assume you already own a Phantom or an Inspire. Unlike the Mavic, which has 3-axis gimbal, the Spark only has 2-axis gimbal, so you can expect some static movements on your footage. Now the Spark tries to make up this digitally, but the difference is clear, especially when the camera is moving vertically. Also, when it starts to get windy, like 10 miles per hour, you can start to see the Spark really struggle maintaining its position. Personally, I really had a problem when I took it for a flight at the beach, and it wasn't even that windy. Now on a positive note, DJI has updated additional features into the Spark, like taking 180-degree panorama shots. And it's got excellent other features such as shallow focus. But probably the most magical part of the drone is its features. What separates the DJI Spark from the other drones is its gesture controls. In order to make the Spark the best beginner-friendly drone, DJI is focused not only on a portability aspect, but also on its usability. In fact, once you enable gesture controls in the settings, you don't even really need to pair it with your phone like the other drones. Once you place the drone on your palms, double tap the power button. The Spark uses the camera to recognize your face and track you. I was surprised how many times I found this feature to be very helpful, especially when you can't find an ideal landing spot like in muddy places or on top of a mountain. And when it works, it's so magical that I'm willing to let go the few occasions when it doesn't work. But you really shouldn't use these features indoors unless you want to turn the place into a wreck. But these gesture controls really do add to the whole drone experience, as it's something new and never been done. You can also use your smartphone on a DJI mobile app. You get these virtual little thumbsticks on the screen that you can control, but I wouldn't say it's the best, especially on your phone. I would probably use something bigger like an iPad if you have one. You can also use a physical controller for better controls and longer distance flights. DJI claims that the Spark can fly up to 2 kilometers with the controller, but my experience has been closer to half. Except for the early days of the Phantom 3, the tracking feature on the DJI drones has vastly improved and have become known as even excellent. If you select a subject using the mobile app, the Spark will dodge obstacles and follow the subject. It can orbit around it and even do some cool acrobatic moves. But unlike some other more high-end models, the Spark is only connected via Wi-Fi and has the sensors only in the front and back of the drone, so you should be careful. Especially in narrow areas. Something is bound to go wrong and you must be prepared to land a Spark if you don't want to waste your $500. The Spark is an excellent beginner's drone. With its ridiculously small size and weight, it's extremely portable and the easiest to use, even more than the Mavic. And it's not just a toy. You can find most of the DJI features like GPS, 3DS sensing system, and VPS that are in all the other more expensive models. However, the Spark is better than advertised. The Spark is not just a drone for beginners or even for selfies. The compact size of the Spark and its excellent gesture controls provide such a unique experience than say the Phantom 4 that it makes you really want to have it in your arsenal. Now the 2-axis gimbal system and the 1080 pixel quality really makes it unfit for use in professional projects. But it's still good for those small side projects, fun videos, and it's cool to show off to your friends. However, I still want to caution those first-time buyers who are looking to get into videography. At $499 for the basic package and $699 for the combo, at that price, it might be worth your time and spend a little more to get the Phantom 4. You might need to invest a little more, but you can easily find some used models that are in great condition. And thank you all for watching. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to my channel. Comment if you have any questions below. I intend to do more tech reviews coming soon, and I'll see you guys soon.